Hi, this is Jess with Jess Reviews Reviews, in which I pick a random thing in my house, I review it, and then I look at the Amazon ratings to see how my experience compares with everyone else's. Today I'm going to be talking about the Baby Delight Bassinet, which was in our bedroom for a while when our baby was born, and now lives down here in case the baby needs to take a nap in the basement. Um, I really wanted to be able to keep my newborn close by when he was born. And so I really liked this bassinet because I'll show you, it can actually open up and detach. It has click in like arms here. Wow, I'm gonna have a hard time unclicking it, so that's something to note. But basically, it has these little sections that can actually come down. And so you can put this right up against your bed. You can adjust the height of it, and it even has some straps that you can like basically stick under the mattress to try and pull it like really tightly and close to your bed. Um, it has as well like a pocket over here. You can see we have some pacifiers in it, which is nice for storing things. It's really solidly built. It's very easy to adjust the height as well. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful, solid bassinet. So that's my general review. Uh, the issue that I was having with it, and I don't know if it's just potentially just me, and maybe this is something everyone else is okay with, but I initially when I got this, I thought I would just put it up against my side of the bed so that the baby could be right there. Um, when I did that, I realized I was trapped in the bed and I couldn't easily get up and out to go use the bathroom. Like you've just had a baby, you're not exactly at your most mobile, your core strength isn't at its best. And the core strength and just dexterity required to get around this thing, which is quite large, in order to get out of the bed, meant that there was just no reason to even put it next to the bed next to me. So I put it at the foot of the bed. So I actually didn't really use this cool feature that opens up and down very much. But I did find it helpful. Like I said, I think it is really well built. Like it's really nice construction, nice design. It's just that and again, I don't know if this is just me or just a preference thing, but I did not feel able to get out of bed if it was on my side of the bed. So maybe that's something I'm going to look for in the reviews. I'm kind of curious to see if anyone else has had this problem. But other than that, it works great. So let's take a look at the Amazon reviews. If I had to guess, I would probably say this is a 4.5 star product. Like it is really nicely made. It's a good bassinet if you're gonna have a bassinet in your bedroom. All right, here we are at Amazon, and it's a little bit lower rating than I expected at 4.3. And to be honest, not as many reviews as I thought it would have. Um, this is the one that I have, and it can be, like I said, opened, closed. Um, yeah, let's see what people had to say because it is not exactly what I expected. A little lower than I expected. People are saying it's a good bedside bassinet, sturdy and easy to assemble. Yeah, that's what I found as well. It's very easy to adjust. Yes, that is also true. Um, people Yeah, being able to adjust the height when they were sleeping on the couch in the beginning was helpful. Yeah, I mean, I think that's nice because beds, couches, everything comes at different levels or different heights. So there is a good amount of adjustability for this. Um, Someone says they took 1 star away because it wasn't as sturdy as they would have liked. And send wiggles. I guess it means that they mean it can wiggle. You know, I am shaking it right now. I'll show you. We'll fact check this. It is wiggling a little bit. I mean, it can go side to side, but I do think that's what the strap is for, is kind of to like really lock it in place because I mean, it is sturdy, but I feel like anything's gonna have a little bit of a wiggle. Maybe I'm wrong. Dangerous. Cradle tilts, not secure. Okay. To be honest, this actually, I'm looking at the picture here, and this looks like one of those situations where it's a different model. This does not look like the model I have. Oh, see, now I'm curious. Am I looking at the entirely wrong one? Oh no, I am. I should be looking at the Beside Me Dreamer. Wow, how embarrassing. You know what? Not even gonna cut it. We've taken a look. We got a check. We checked out a different model, and now we're gonna go to the correct one. Oops. Okay, so this is more sense. This should have been a cue to me. They all kind of look the same, don't they? 4.6. This is more what I expected. 5,000 ratings. Yes, thank you. Okay, so now we're at the right model. Great. You can see that I have not prepped this too much. I really want these things to be off the cuff. Um, this model I have. Easier nights with baby. Very easy to reach the bassinet with the side down. I believe that would be true if I had been able to keep it next to the bed. I guess I'm just weird in this way. Um, yes, the meshing around the entire bassinet. Actually, that's a really good point. I really do like that there is a mesh around here so you can see through it, so you can see the baby. That's helpful, isn't it? Um, all right. The baby hates it because it's not a breathing, beating human. Also true, I've had this experience. Baby would prefer to sleep on me, that's for sure. Make sure you have the right type of bed before purchasing this bassinet. It didn't fit properly next to the bed. Oh, because it's designed to fit. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that is a true fact. So if you look at the picture and if you look at the bassinet itself, these legs here, these extend further than the edge of the bassinet. So what this person is saying about having an IKEA malm, so those are the kinds of beds that have drawers underneath them, so they are solid all the way down. You will not be able to put it snugly against the bed. This is absolutely a fact. So keep that in mind for sure. Again, this person legs curve out, can't fit right against the side of the bed. Yeah, this is a thing. I want to see the helpful critical reviews. Fragile. I guess someone experienced some ripped fabric. I mean, I could see that happening. My baby didn't like it. Yeah, well, yeah. Which what baby does? Um, favorite. This one really says they like it, so it's interesting that it's been marked as a helpful critical review, but okay. Um, quality wasn't bad, easy to put together. One thing I do want to mention about the adjustability of the height, which is just occurring to me now and has nothing to do with this review, is that if your baby struggles with reflux or something like that, it might be a good idea to get something adjustable like this because each side is adjustable. So you could raise one side higher than the other. So you could put your baby down at an incline if you needed to. Some babies struggle a lot with reflex, and putting them on a slight incline is helpful for that. It's much more easy to do that in something like this that is maneuverable rather than a crib that's like more set in place. I think I did think of that because this says the bassinet does not sit completely flat. And my opinion is that if you don't want it to sit completely flat, that can be helpful. Um, Maybe slightly slanted. I guess this is people might not be locking the height controls in properly. I'm not sure about that. All right, so the box says the bassinet only works in bedside mode mattresses up to 24 inches tall. I guess it's not in the Amazon listing. Pay attention to that, folks. If you're on a really high up mattress, you're not gonna find this lining up to your bed. People are finding it a little bit wobbly. Yeah, like I said, when I was looking at the wrong listing, it does wobble a little bit. Wanted to love it. Not great for C-sections. Yeah, okay. So this is the closest thing I've seen to my experience. It doesn't roll, so it basically sits in the spot where you put it. Like you couldn't lift it from laying or sitting. People had to ask other people to move it around, so it's just not very maneuverable. That kind of is my experience as well. Only incline option on market. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with reflex. If you need your baby to be inclined, it's really helpful to be able to adjust the height like you can with this because there's a height adjustment on either side. But it sounds like people did not find it to be helpful, other than the incline. Okay. All right. The bassinet is not level. I have not experienced it not being level unless you have it set to different heights on either side. And I do kind of wonder if that is user error. But that is my opinion. And obviously we may never know. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of reviews that kind of line up what I have with what I have said. It seems like the top takeaways are make sure your bed has space underneath it if you want to use it as bedside. Make sure you have it leveled properly because it can level properly. You just, because it's adjustable on either side, you have to make sure it's set to the same height on both sides. Um, but if you do have a baby with reflux, consider the benefits of having something that you could set higher on one side than on the other. So, also make sure your bed isn't too tall. But if those things are all in line, I feel like it's a great option. And I was definitely glad to have it, even if we did have to put it at the foot of the bed. And yeah, I think it's a good choice, a good thing to have around, and certainly has been helpful for us. So that is my review today.